Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of Cities Skylines. Today we are going to continue my little bit of a quest of trying to fix up some of the parts of the city that I'm not quite really fully happy with just yet. So that's what I'm going to try and do today. Now the farming district is more or less fixed up, but what I think that the issue I've kind of found, or at least the issue I believe I've found, is that I've kind of everything feels a bit kind of crammed into this one little area, and ultimately, I'm not fully sure that I like it. Being honest with myself, I'm not fully sure that I like what I've got in some ways, but ultimately, this is the first full city that I'm playing and have put on the channel. So, in a way, I've kind of just got to accept what I've got and what I've done and just kind of deal with that. Because, let's say, at a certain point, we get to get through the milestones or whatever and try and get to 65,000. I can always then say, okay, cool, that city's done. I've tried my best. I've kind of learned a lot from how things work. And then we go again with a different city, or we play City Skylines 2 or something like that. You know, it doesn't have to be so definitive. Let's say, like, this is a good effort. I'm playing well. I'm enjoying it, and I'm happy with that. To be honest, I'm happy with it. I think maybe there could be more examples of kind of creativity, such as the park and things like that. Is there a way to stop the little notifications? I don't think there is, because they're actually getting on my nerves a little bit. I can click through and get rid of some of them, but they're always going to come back, aren't they? I think they're always going to come back. So the demand at the minute is mostly industry, but also with quite a little bit of... okay, what I want to do is fix up some of these roads that have... They shouldn't have buildings being selected on them. So what have we got here? This is a 2-lane, one-way road. So let's do that. Let's do that. And then... now they should have none. Is this now a 2-lane? Look, it goes the other way. See, now it's gone the other way again. What the heck? I just... Some of them can't even do it because they're not. So I need to do that. There we go. Okay, it's still asking for some industry. There we go. That just looks a bit neater now in my head. Looks a little bit better. So that can be residential. That's not a problem. Because that is... built up to that house there. This is all fine. That's all connected in. I mean, this is going to be a mess at some point in the future. This is all going to be a mess. What about this? This is just your regular, more or less your regular street, isn't it? So let's do this. So you don't have buildings. You probably don't need to be on either way. You don't have buildings going all the way to the edge. Yeah, like that. That's fine. And like that. Okay, there we go. That looks a bit better. Now what we could do is maybe we could turn this whole area into a little bit of a commercial place. Not commercial, office space. Next to the big massive car park that we've got. There's a bit of crime happening here. Are you joking me? It's right next to the police station. How does that make any sense? This... Oh, they're on their way. No. Apparently not. No, not on their way. Not worried about it. Not worried about it at all. What the heck? Okay, that's fine. So this is... Oh yeah, they've gone... Those buildings have gone up really quick. Really quick indeed. So I'm guessing that the industry that they needed there wasn't really too much. Oh, this could also be... This could also be a little bit of office space as well. Because no one lives in this region. This isn't... This is... Underhill Heights isn't for that. I mean, if it wants the logo is like appearing below ground for some reason, but I was doing it for there as well. Daffodil Park and Press District as well. That's a bit annoying. I don't know. There's parts of this that I want to rebuild, but to be honest, I actually think that's kind of a little bit of a cop out. Like I can move on to the next part and fix this. Well, it's not. I don't want to fix it really. I do want to fix it, but I don't want to fix it because I want it to be evidence of how I'm progressing. So I'm thinking that maybe the issues that we're having here are because it's difficult for the trucks to get where they need to go. And maybe just because we had so much residential built at once that you're getting like a wave of residential coming all at once. Okay, there's the next bit of residential to go there. These buildings will go up, it'll be fine. Wants a bit of commercial. So let's do like in our new little town that we've kind of started over here, let's do a little bit of commercial there. Just one little building to start. Okay, how's that traffic? That traffic looks like it's getting a bit clogged up. Is there a better way to do this? You know what? There might actually be a better way to do this. Let's go with the highway ramp from here. That connects up there. So now even you've got two ways off, but now you've also got two ways on. So some of the industry that's going this way will be able to go that way, and then others will go this way. Then you get back on the highway, some of which will take this route, some will take this route, so some come back in. And then some go this way. Maybe the residential kind of connect up to this part. And then some will come off this way and join up over here. How's our traffic all the way over here? Oh, it's a bit heavier here. But this seems to have calmed down a bit. It's a little bit more, little bit red there, but that's not a particular problem really. And then obviously these aren't technically joined up. Did that building go down? No, no, they don't. Oh, there it is. So let's, you know what, I'm going to leave this district alone for a bit. I'm just going to let it kind of grow naturally. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill out the Mudford district. Whenever there's residential, at the minute there's a low demand. If it hits medium, then you know you can put down a bit of residential in the Mudford district. The industry is currently a medium as well, but I'm going to count that as offices rather than anything else. And that'll allow me to put maybe some offices over here and over here. So that'll be the industry offices going down over here. Wants a little bit of commercial, but I'm really hesitant to put commercial down too much because they just always come out with this, for example. So bin that off for now. How's traffic in town? It's actually okay. It's not bad. This is an improvement, but I'm still not fully sold on it. This has never been good. I've never really been able to, because it's just got one way in. Maybe you do need like another way out. Because everyone's like, oh, you know what, I'll take that particular road every single time, and that's a little bit frustrating. It's a six. These are six laners going into a less than that. Space already occupied is too small. Yeah, it is what it is. Are people using the walkway? They are. It's a bit. I mean, it is a bit of a climb, isn't it? Goodness me. But it's probably nice once you're on there. Even if it's raining at the minute. Some people using the pathway down here. It is. I think it's nice. I think it's actually a nice pathway. No idea what it is, but it looks it looks okay to me. Okay, so nothing's really changing there. You still got that medium demand for offices. Even if those buildings are indeed going up. Let's do the next part, I suppose. So you have these kind of these offices or these slightly taller look at that. What the heck? These apartment blocks that just run the length of the whole way. Look at that. That's kind of cool. It's a tad dystopian, but that's the level of city planning that I actually want to be doing. Like I want to have a high detailed city planning. For example, like this actually does look good. It kind of follows the road in a cool way, in my opinion. Those buildings are going up, and obviously over time they will improve. They will go to even bigger buildings such as these. Absolutely massive skyscrapers. And then some cool buildings here. Like, look at that. This is I Serve Limited. Lots of, yeah, look. 3 over-educated workers. Dang. Just the traffic over here. It's eased up. It's actually eased up. You can see what was red is now no longer. It's a little bit kind of orangey brown. It's just in the middle. The traffic flows at 90 because we've now divided it up a little bit, which I think is useful. We might even have to do the same kind of thing again later with these other systems of traffic in this little area. It's probably the most inefficient way to do this, but it is what it is. Is what it is. Oh, we're up to a medium demand for residential, so we can do the next part of the Prest district. There it goes. So many. Like, I just clicked off a load of these. I just clicked off an absolute load of those. Okay, how's money? We did take out a loan, but we're still doing okay with that. Payment left 185. To be fair, we could take out these loans to pay the rest of that. In a second, we will be able to do that. So those residentials will go up. Let's give... Yeah, there you go. That's one little area of... commercial. These offices have gone up as well. That looks good. Next to the big parking space. Parking car park. Multi-story car park. Yep, leveling up over here. That's good. Leveling up over here. Fire engine, do your thing. Garbage trucks. Everywhere's covered by the garbage. It just takes a hot minute to get there. Sometimes. Probably because they, like, do it in waves, and then some places are like, it's taken too long. Yeah, it's definitely the waves of residentials as they come and go. Still quite a bit of demand for residential, so let's go with the next part. That could be another bit of commercial then. Okay, and the Press District will slowly fill up, and that will just kind of slowly push our population up as well. I said I don't really want to mess with this next part of this district. Even though the demand for industry is there. Yeah, just stop it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We just focus on what we can focus on. Okay, since I'm not building, but just slowly filling out the city, I think it might be a decent idea to put us on 3 times speed for a bit. So those industry buildings will line this Mason Avenue. Man, the hearses are taking their time. They are getting there, but they're getting there slowly. They're on their way, they just take their time. They really are slow. Okay, we're now back in the green on the money, which is good. These buildings are slowly upgrading, which is also good. That's the same place as last time. And these small office buildings are going up, and they're also getting upgrades, which is good. Okay, 186. Then now I think we can pay the rest of that. So that's now done. And then pay out the rest of these in a bit. And we're almost kind of at a part where we don't really need the loans as much. Like, I only ever grab a loan if it's needed. Okay, I need to pause for a second and see if I can stop the chirper up. But they're annoying. They are annoying. Yeah. Okay, I went into the main menu and stopped the chirpers from popping up on their own. Every now and then that I will be able to check them and make sure, like, well, if, I don't know, like, I can check them if I'm, like, checking what's going on. But they're getting on my nerves a little bit. So I'm gonna turn them off for a second. I really am starting to think that I could do better. I could do better than what I've currently got. But this is like one big block of the city. Are you landing? You're taking off. You're taking off. I never see you land. I just see you floating. Okay, let's go to ×2. Not ×3, just ×2. We're at 22,000 now. 23,000, so we can pay off that loan. And then we've got 57,000 left to do this. Because we're not at a point where I need to be spending money on stuff. I'm mostly just building to expand the city. That's all we're really doing right now. But we do need oh, academic report went down a little bit. That's not good. Can't really see what I'm doing here. Let's paint that. You guys probably don't want to live right next to the highway, but you might. Okay, so that demand has gone down a little bit. There's a little bit of missing a highly educated worker, but maybe as we just put the residents down, that will fix itself. I'm thinking, maybe. Because how old are the people when they decide to move in? That's a question, isn't it? Because if they all move in, then they're all, say, like in their 20s or 30s, then you might get some who are educated, some who are not. And how are you meant to know? You can't know. Which is interesting. Okay, the press district is filling out, and the houses are going up, even right next to the highway, which is interesting. Well, that's a pretty... That's a tall... Where are those stairs going? Those stairs aren't going anywhere. I'm not sure about that one. So those buildings that we... Oh, they're already being rebuilt. Those buildings that we got rid of, they've already come back up. It wants industry. It wants residential. So we just do this. Just kind of filling out this whole district is not... Well, it's not taking too long. We just need the residents to move in. They're already, like, up to level 2. 4 out of 5 workers were... Oh, no, okay, it is going. 2 jobs available. Well, I think my educational facilities can handle it. We're doing alright on that front. Is there a trade school building we don't have? Do we have a cafeteria? The shape of this building, it's quite small actually. No, I don't think we have a cafeteria. That's not good. There we go. That's not good at all. And then I guess it only kind of makes sense to put a bit of commercial next to the cafeteria. Like that, I guess. Okay. Yep. All good, all good, all good. Those residentials, it's kind of slowed down a bit. They're not moving in as quickly, but that's fine. That's to be expected. So every time that happens, we can then add a bit more office space. You can kind of see the office zone will kind of come out here. In fact, let's do that. So that is the office space there. This is all going to be residential with the odd bit of commercial. So we'll fill that out as well. This little block here, I guess, can be commercial. Now, I'm not expecting this to fill up rapidly, but it will fill up on its own, at its own speed, on its own time. And that's what we do want to happen. Because then that is most of the Prest district done. Even if the demand for these buildings won't be fulfilled straight away. That is the Prest district now finished. Just now painted up. So then you've got the Mudford district. Obviously, the Parker district as well needs to be finished. And Underhill Heights is also finished. And then it's just this big farming district over here, which is not really just a farming district at this point. We're at 23,000, and those houses will go in. They will go in at their own speed. We're pretty well covered on services. At least availability says we're pretty well covered. Deaf care, again, it says we're all good on that. Health is fine. Elder care is also pretty fine. How we're doing on fire places? It's more or less green everywhere. Oh, not this one. Because you don't have... Oh, that's just the height. That's not... That's fine. The hazard's actually pretty high on these ones. Maybe it would be helpful if we were to, like, delete the trees. Oh, no, the trees are... Well, yeah, the trees are fine. It's the buildings that are the issue. Okay, what about the police? Is it the same? Yeah, it's kind of the same, where you've got coverage on this part, but not these parts. So you would need, like, a police station there to give you access to all of this. Yeah, that's okay. That's all good. So we don't have a demand for residential at all right now. Jobs. Whoa, see, look, this district goes up so fast. So quickly, all those office buildings get built. And these aren't going to fill out rapidly. They are going to fill out, but it's not going to be super speed. You've got the odd building going down. Got fire over here. Oh, it's been dealt with. What's kind of crazy is that it's saying like we've still got this demand for commercial and residential, sorry, and industry. The residential demand has more or less disappeared in a way. That just needs to go because that's gonna stay like that for a while. Every time the residential kind of reappears, then I'm guessing these buildings will fill out. That's pretty much what I expect to happen there. Traffic's probably picking up in this area as well, so let's have a quick check. It's actually mostly okay. It's mostly okay. This is getting a little bit heavy, but again, it's mostly good. It's a city, so there's just always going to be a bit of traffic. This isn't great, but that, again, could be so much easier if people, like, why are you cutting into that lane? Like, you didn't even need to. You didn't even need to cut into that lane. You absolute nitwit. What did that gain you? Okay, we're up to 23,500. I don't really understand how we're gonna get that going to the next level, because it keeps asking me to build industry, and obviously I don't want to mess with this just yet, because this is working. This is working at the minute. This is working as I want it to be working. I don't know if I need to change it, if I need to mess with it. I think it's all good. Just for the minute. The traffic, it does seem to be okay over here. It seems to be alright. These buildings being upgraded, or they... Yeah, they're being upgraded. This is going to be a nice, like, the farming district neighborhood is going to be nice. Got these industry buildings that look pretty cool. They look alright. Filled out, like, kind of for the most part looking good. Though that was just a connection to the rest of the place. I really don't understand how there can be crime when you've got, like, these right next to you. It makes no sense. No sense at all in my head, in my book. Okay, a little bit again on the... That should actually disappear because the population is slowly going the way we need it to go. One house has been thrown down here. Not, that's, yeah. Yeah. It wants industry. That's what it's after. It wants industry. Because I don't want to keep putting offices down, because it feels like if I keep putting offices down, then I'm going to get more of these. $23.8. You're not going to disappear anytime soon just because the residentials aren't going down quick enough. The demand isn't there just yet. Like, we've still got a lot of residential to fill out over here. Even though it is filling out, it's just taking its time. Okay. Right. That, I think, is probably not the worst place to call it for the episode, actually, because kind of just organizing myself a little bit, and that's almost what I really need. I just need to kind of fill this part of the city out, finish it up, and then be like, cool, that's done. That's self-sufficient and is is just doing what it needs to be done. When the residential is completely filled out, which it's still not, but it is getting there. You can see these kind of empty parts here. We will hit 24,000 in not very long. It will maybe take a second. It still wants a bit more industry, but again, I don't know if that's fully necessary to start messing with it over here. How's the garbage over here? Is it covered? Oh, of course it's covered. We did all of that. We made sure it was covered. This building again. Commercial is the only problem. And there's the 24,000. There we go. That's it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So the city is by no means perfect and by no means fully efficient in the way it could be done. But I am happy with how it's going. It's just I'm getting more ideas than I can put into place because of what I've already built. So it's a bit of an interesting one. I do like having the highway kind of go around the edge and you can use that as a kind of a way to divide things up. So you've never got this massive overlay of traffic. That's not really a problem so much. Like, the most we've got here is this little turning, because that's the worst part in this whole area. And even this has died down. Here's even died down a bit. Traffic flow's gone up to 93, which is lovely. Now I've got an abandoned building here. Oh, lightning! How is there, like... Like, seriously, that's not good. It's such a, like, a cop-out fix. It's not even a fix, is it? It's just being like, well, stop it. Go away. Get out of my face. I don't need this. Get out of the way. Go away. Go away. Go away. Because it just means the city services aren't getting there in time. Even if it says the efficiency is green. But it's okay to just, like... just hit them off every now and then. Because they'll come back. See? They'll come back. Okay, there we go. That's where I'm going to leave it. And then I think next episode will more or less just be more of the same. Just keeping it at 2 times speed. Building... Just getting the city filled out with what we've currently got before we go off to, like, build a new part or move over here and start building here or something. I don't fully know what the plan is going to be, because at the minute we've kind of got this whole square and we need to get to 26,000 to get to the next part that allows us to do kind of more stuff, like a big cargo harbour, for example, and that's probably like want your industry right next to the cargo harbour, to be honest. But if we have this whole, like, if this turns into a district, we did have this. I was messing with this, but that's I think that's a dream that I'll have to deal with in another time, in another way. Slope terrain, softened terrain, level terrain. We can still do this. It's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. There we go. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you're enjoying the series. I'm having really a lot of fun playing Cities Skylines. And yeah, I'm just going to keep going until I can just keep progressing the city at a good place. Or we get it to a place where it's like it's evened out. It's leveled. And it is self-sufficient and we don't need to go any further. But I want to get more creative with it. I really do. So thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.